So this is what I want to do today. So from chapter 1, very quickly, I want to go through these. These are stuff we have seen before many, many times. So we're not going to spend too much time talking about it. But I do want to talk about what is thermodynamics. So very simply, thermodynamics is a combination of two words, therm and dynamics. And what that means is it is heat and power. So this is, in fact, when you combine them both, it is engineers and physicists' way of defining processes that either convert power into heat or heat into power. Okay, let's write that down. So these include processes that convert power to heat or heat to power. Oh, and by the way, these are Greek words, right? Just so you know. And it was first used as thermodynamics in 1849 by Lord Kelvin. So it is a relatively new science, only less than 200 years old. So another thing that we need to know about thermodynamics is that it defines what is possible and what is not. And if I want to use fancy terminology, this is how I would define thermodynamics. Thermodynamics describes the direction of a process and is used to describe the performance of propulsion systems, power generations, fluid flows, etc. That is our basic definition of thermodynamics. This is what we will be doing in the next 7 weeks of the course. The rest of the course, we will be talking about statistical mechanics. Okay, so very, very, very brief history. Where did it all start from? It started from 1600 when people were trying to get coal out of coal mines. Coal out of coal mines. Okay, so in 1600, a British engineer by the name of Savory invented I'm going to put invented in inverted commas, a machine that used steam to pump water out of coal mines. Which is the phenomena of converting heat into mechanical work. This was the most terrible device ever created. It killed many, 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 many people. It will blow up, right? Because they were using steam to convert into mechanical work. And whatever they were using for steam stuff. Okay. The next big thing happened almost 100 years later. 1712. Also a British engineer. Came up with a better design. Do you know what their definition of a better design was? It was cheaper to build. But then the biggest thing happened in another 50 years, a generation later, in 1765. And that guy's name was Watt. Remember Watt?
What?
What? Yeah. He actually came up with an engine that was not only rather inexpensive, but also killed a lot fewer people. It was more reliable, right? So he built the first reliable engine. Oh, I didn't tell you the British engineer's name in 1712. I think his name was Newman. Newman. And James Watt's engine was so much better. Newcomen? Newcomen. 6 times more reliable, 6 times more efficient. Then New C, O-M-E-N.
Yep.
Thank you. And then we had people like Carnot, like Joule, Helmholtz, and all of these people worked on many, many engines. And they kept getting better and better and better. So they kept getting more cheaper and also started killing less and less people. Right, over the years. So you can read all of that history until Clausius, right? Or like in 1840s, there were other people like Joule and Helmholtz. These are names that we're starting to recognize. Watt, Joule, Helmholtz, right? These are the sort of people that are now coming on board with better technology. Industrial revolution is going on at that time, right? Things are getting better and better.